Yes, let us start the derivation of leakage reactance calculation. So in this leakage reactance derivation part, for that purpose we need to consider the primary winding and secondary winding. Primary winding width is BP and secondary winding width is BS, and space between primary winding and secondary winding is called as duct. Its width is A. And with respect to these winding, there is a flux. With respect to these winding, phi P, phi naught and phi S. They are the fluxes with respect to primary, secondary and phi naught. And it is LC is the height of the coil, height of the windings. It is same for both cases. For a primary winding and secondary winding have the same height, LC. And distribution of MMF. It is the distribution of MMF. Means what? It indicates that it is the distribution of MMF. MMF at the edges in between MMF is high, and at the end of the windings, at the end we have the less value of MMF distribution. So in between we have the maximum MMF. Means what? In the duct we have the maximum MMF distribution. For that, so yes, these are the A is the radial width, BP is the radial width, BS is the radial width of secondary, LC is the axial height of winding, phi P, phi S and phi naught are the flux linking with the duct. Same thing we have explained here. Next we have assumptions. Some assumptions we have to make for the carry this derivation. What are the assumptions we have to make? So as I have told, primary and secondary windings have the same equal axial length LC. Second one, flux paths are parallel to the windings along the axial height. Whatever phi P, phi S and we are considering, all are along the axial height, along the windings we are getting that. And permeance of leakage flux path is taken to be large. But for leakage flux to flow, so what we are assuming is that whatever flux is present in the primary side is almost whatever flux is present in that system, everything is the leakage flux only. Like that we are considering for the calculation part. So that flux has to flow more. For that permeance should be high value. So permeance of leakage flux path is taken to be 0. And primary winding MMF should be equal to secondary winding MMF. IPTP is equal to ISTS, as we have assumed in case of output equation of transformer. Primary MMF, secondary MMF both should be same. And magnetizing current IM is 0. Means what? Magnetizing current IM means what? And almost whatever current we have, that is the loss component only, leakage component only. Means what? So there is no any useful flux here. Whatever we are assuming, whatever flux is present at the primary side, almost it will be wasted flux, unuseful flux or leakage flux we are considering for the calculation point of view. That's why magnetizing current is 0 means what? Useful flux is 0. So half of leakage flux in duct links with each winding. So primary flux we have, secondary flux we have. How much amount of flux is present in the between duct? Means what? In this case, half of from the primary, half from the secondary will be distributed. So in the duct, half part is distributed primary flux, in half part we have the secondary flux is distributed. So length of mean terms of windings are equal. So primary winding and secondary winding having the equal length. LMTP is equal to LMTS equal to LMT, length of meter. LMT means length of meter. So these are the assumptions we have to make before telling this one, before going for the derivation part. So total flux leakage we want to calculate. With respect to primary, if you want to calculate, how much we have to calculate? So flux linkage is present in the primary winding and some part of flux present in the duct part. Half part will be present at the duct. If you take for example secondary, so full amount of flux linkage present at the secondary plus half present in the duct. So like that we have to consider for the flux linkage calculation. So leakage flux inside the primary winding. For calculation of this one, first before going to the calculation of primary winding, complete primary winding, So first what we have to do is that first we have to consider this strip. Magnetic this strip we have to consider. So flux linkage with respect to this strip we have to calculate. After calculating this flux linkage, if you integrate, you will get the total flux linkage of the primary winding. If you know the primary winding flux linkage, similar to that secondary, exactly same. So like that we have to carry forward the derivation. So flux linkage with respect to strip we have to calculate. Strip is of how much width is having? It is having the width of dx. At a distance x from the inner side. Width of primary is bp. Width of the strip is dx. So means what? How much it is covering? It is covering x by bp times of area it is covering. So how much mmf it has? X by bp times of mmf it is having. How many number of turns connecting to this strip? X by bp times of turns are linking with strip. Like that we have to understand. Next, for the strip values we have to calculate. Now how to calculate that? Consider the strip of width dx from distance x from the inner part of the primary, that we have done, and mmf linking with the strip is x by bp times of iptp. Total mmf how much with respect to primary? iptp. So with respect to linking with the strip, how much? X by bp times. Only small percentage of mmf is linking with the primary. That's why x by bp times of iptp. So whatever number of turns are present in the winding, the primary winding, only small amount of number of turns are linking with the strip. So it is x by bp times of tp. So Permin's formula you know already. What is the Permin's formula? E is equal to mu naught lmtp mu naught mu r a by l is the formula, right? Mu naught mu r a by l. Now it is mu r is equal to 1. Relative permeability is 1 we are considering, and mu naught is present here. And what about a? In place of a, what I am writing is that area of the strip. Area of strip nothing but what? Length into width. Length into width nothing but area. Height into width, or length into width gives the area. LMTP is the height, dx is the width. If you multiply these two, you will get the area, and this is the length is LC. Mu naught LMTP dx by LC. So flux will be equal to, as per the formulas, mmf into permeance. Just substitute those values, mmf values and permeance value, calculate and rearrange that. We will get the flux equation like this: mu naught LMTP by LC IPTP x by BP dx. So don't bother about these equations. It looks difficult, but if you come from the flow, so it will be easy to understand, easy to remember. So you better you practice once. Keep on practicing this one. Okay. So flux we know. So next is the flux linkage. What is the formula for flux linkage? Flux into number of turns on the dB. So flux is calculated and number of turns on the strip is calculated. The strip is calculated and flux is calculated. Just multiply those two, you will get the flux linkage with respect to primary is calculated. So flux linkage with respect to primary is calculated. So if you integrate that with respect to, with the limit from 0 to BP, you will get the complete primary winding flux linkage, understand. That's why I told you, first we have to calculate the flux linkage of strip, then integrate, then we will get the total flux linkage of the primary. Just integrate that, which is variable here, only x is the variable. So you are taking all constant one side and integrate x here. X square integration is x cube by 3. Substitute the limits and you will get the this much equation. So it is the flux linkage of primary winding is we have calculated. Next is the flux linkage with the duct. How much flux linkage is present in the duct? Half of primary flux. First you calculate, after that we divide. At last we can divide it by 2 will get. So if you make the divide by 2, will give the flux linking with the duct. So mmf across the duct, say it is IPTP, number of turns linking with the duct, TP only, because whatever flux number of turns are linking with the primary, all turns are linked with the duct also. So it is TP. So Permin's formula is mu naught mu r A by L. So in place of mu r we can say it is 1, and what about A? A nothing but length into width. What is the length? Length is L0. What is the width? Width is A. L0 into A will give the, this area is different. This is different formula. It is general formula. It is the general formula. It is the specific with respect to this derivation. Okay. It is mu naught length into duct width. Length into duct width gives the area divided by LC. LC. So this gives the LC is nothing but what? It is the height of winding, nothing but height of duct. That's what. So flux you know. So MMF you know. Just substitute that, we'll get the flux. Flux linkage you calculate after that, and total flux linkage you calculate. And after that you divide it by 2, you will get the duct flux linkage. Duct flux linkage we get. And total flux linkage means what? Flux linkage of primary plus flux linkage of duct here. Just to add these two. No need to divide here. Already you are divided here. So total, just to add these two equations. Add these two equations and substitute here in place of LMTP equal to LMT only. It is the length of width, length of primary winding, length of secondary winding, length of duct in the primary winding, all are same. So just substitute all the values and calculate. So total flux linkage you have calculated. With the help of flux linkage we can calculate the inductive reactance, right? What is that inductive reactance formula? 2 pi FL. L nothing but flux linkage by current, primary current. So substituted that and calculated that. So inductance we have got and substituted here in inductive leakage reactance. In place of L, all you substitute, you will get the leakage reactance with respect to primary. Only primary part leakage reactance we have calculated. So similarly, almost similar to that, we can calculate the secondary also. No need to calculate secondary, directly you write the equation. So only change is that in place of TP you write TS. In place of BP you write BS. That is the change. So primary winding leakage reactance, secondary winding leakage reactance we have calculated. Now what you have to do is that this whatever secondary winding leakage reactance we have to calculate the secondary winding leakage reactance with respect to primary, with refer to primary. So that you know in case from the transformer part, refer to the primary we have to calculate. So how to calculate that? So it is the XS dash is the refer to primary, XP plus XS by K square. You know what is the K here? K is the turns ratio, N2 by N1. Substitute that. All the values you substitute. N2 by N1 nothing but what here? TP, TS by TP. Secondary turns by primary turns. So if you substitute here, you will get the XS dash, and at last what you do is that total flux linkage, it is the primary plus secondary leakage reactance referred to the primary. This is the primary leakage reactance plus secondary leakage reactance referred to the primary. Calculate here and you will get the equation. It is the total leakage reactance of that equation. If you do this much, it is the completion of your derivation. This completion of your derivation. Total leakage reactance we have calculated. So don't get scared with this equation. So if you follow the steps, you'll understand each step. If they ask in exam, up to this we have to write. And even we have the extension for that. We'll discuss in the next video. We can discuss that in the next video. Thank you.